Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited because today we're going to launch something brand new here at North Hills, and that is our morning devotionals. These are just going to be 5, 6 minute little devotionals for you every morning. Get your day going, get you reflecting on God and your relationship as you walk with Him through your day coming up. Okay, so I'm excited that you get to launch this with Mental Health Mondays. And we're going to have our good friend Dennis take us through some thoughts this morning as we begin. So, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We're excited that you're part of this journey with us, and we're going to dive right in.
I'm taking my thoughts from Proverbs 9:10. This is adapted from the Amplified Bible. Worshipping God and regarding Him as truly awesome is wisdom's starting point and its essence. I did a little experiment years ago when I was driving up Highway 1 up California's Central Coast. Along the way toward Big Sur, there are numerous scenic turnouts, and I stopped into many of them for the view. I'd stay a while, just standing at the lookout point and gazing and taking it all in. And when other people would stop and join me, I noticed that whatever their activity and conversation had been just moments before, now they lapsed into near silence, except for soft sighs and whispers. I could almost hear their breath catch as they were struck by the grandeur of the location. It's that experience that draws me again and again to this scenic location and that draws so many people every day. Some might say that we have fewer and fewer places that create a sense of awe in us. But it seems to me that we still return to this sense often, even in some surprising places. Recently, an engineering student nearing the end of his program described to me the feeling he has when he's deeply engaged in the physics and mathematics of an engineering problem. He marvels at times, struck by the unexpected and impressive nature of things in our world. He feels a sense of awe about how complex things reveal themselves. When I'm confronted by something vast or complex or stunningly beautiful, it seems natural for me to respond to it, not so much with words of admiration, though these may flow too, but with a more visceral response of my entire being. I'm almost convulsed by it, shuddering in acknowledgement of something beyond me, yet so close to me. The great wise man wrote long ago that a truly wise life begins with that sense of wonder toward God. But beyond the shudder of awe, it appears to be most appropriate to bow my entire being in worship. Now, not worship in a sense of some organized program in a beautiful, devoted building, but worship in a sense of participating in the honoring, the admiration, the adoring of God. It flows from the depths of my soul as I gaze upon Him and actually fills my soul full as I do so. Just as I and many others seek out the awe-inspiring vision of the California coast, when I seek the vision of God and find it in sacred writings, in the experience of those who know Him, and in the movements of the Spirit of God in my own inner and outer life, well, it satisfies a hunger that I may not even have known I had. This goes far beyond arguing about God's existence, and for that matter, arguing about any number of things that may be related to my best guesses about God. The sense of awe stops my self-important arguments. It shrinks down my pride and independence. And as Paul writes, it stops the mouths of anyone who simply wants to talk about God and religion. When I'm stopped in my talking about God, and encounter his love and goodness that are far beyond me. I can listen with a throbbing heart and take in some part of who he really is. I begin truly to know him. Now, recently we've all been deeply occupied with concern over this invisible enemy, the virus. This unseen menace threatens our ability to live our life and even threatens our life itself. We feel anxiety and perhaps even despair. But what if I were to acknowledge that this is just one of those things that is beyond me and that reminds me that so much of my life is vulnerable and beyond my control? Yeah, there's anxiety, but perhaps also awe. The virus is beyond me, but it is not beyond him. Just as the whole vast universe around me and the universe within me are designed by him and thoroughly known by him, this invisible threat is known by him too. Maybe I can allow myself to be moved in awe and wonder, and even to bow my fearful heart in worship. And that, I'm told, is a great beginning to a wise life. To have my breath taken away in sheer awe. Worshiping God and regarding him as truly awesome is wisdom's starting point and its essence. And I find my fears melting away in the sense of wonder of what I now see in him.